banker, raised about $4 billion for companies, took some of them public as an investment banker. Then in '93, during the dot-com era, I switched, became an entrepreneur. I started my first company out of my spare bedroom. Someone mentioned about changing jobs. I left my very lucrative job as an investment banker on a Friday. Told my wife I quit, and she goes, "What are you gonna do?" I go, "I'll figure it out by Monday." And so during the dot-com era, I started my first company. And everyone's talking about raising capital. I didn't raise a single dollar for my first company from outside investors, and in 3 years it was trading on the NASDAQ. So you can grind. And then I subsequently had 4 other companies that went public, and two others that got acquired. I retired briefly, moved from Hillsborough, California to Chandler, Arizona. I tell everybody it was my reverse Jen Clinton. And retirement didn't stick. I was retired about 18 months, quit golf, drove my wife crazy. And so I started another company in sports entertainment, ran that for about 8 years. And around 2008, I started making some small angel investments in some tech companies in primarily the Southwest. And I soon realized that I wasn't the only entrepreneur who was having trouble raising capital. Everybody else was too. So first, my own companies, I began to syndicate deals to my network of investors and such. And now I work with invest in and work with companies to help them fund their business, grow their business, and eventually sell their business.
Excellent. I mean, and so first things first, and I've never asked you this, Black Dog Ventures. How did we arrive at the name Black Dog Ventures?
I wish I had a good story. I owned a record label, so everyone thought it was a Led Zeppelin reference, but it's not. I was in my office, my attorney's office, my wife and I was going to call it Zachary International after my first son. And there was some trademark issue with it, and I had just taken my black lab, Mike, to the vet. And after about an hour, we came up with that name. So, I wish I had a better story.
That is phenomenal. You just never know, It's kind of funny, and you guys may not know this, but City Summit, City Gala, the name City, C-I-T-Y, came from the first nonprofit organization that I ever helped. And it's called Community Inspiring Today's Youth, C-I-T-Y. And the name just stuck. And so we call it City Gala, we call it City Summit, but C-I-T-Y means something near and dear to me. I also wanted to ask you, Scott, sorry, quick side note. Also wanted to ask you, man, what do you think the future looks like? We're talking about innovation, and people are bringing you ideas all the time. What do you think the future of business looks like?
The future of business, I think a lot of these things are coming full circle. I think I get, as the other investors in the room do, I get pitched via email constantly. I think social media has made people lazy from a communication standpoint. So I think business is going to go back to this. We host, years ago I was on the board of the Boys and Girls Club Foundation, and one of the senior members of the board came to me and goes, "Scott, before you do fundraising, you have to do friend raising." And I think that is more important today in this society where you can post something on LinkedIn or Twitter and someone thinks they give a shit. But the reality is people do business with people they like. And I think that's where, I think eventually it's going to get back to that, at least that's my hope.
Yeah, I feel it's that way already, and when we talk about the future, there's so many things coming down the pipeline. We were just in New York, and Jay Samit. Everybody know Jay Samit? Yeah, one of our favorites. And he couldn't make it today. He's actually in San Diego, and our prayers are with him. He's going through a little bit of some personal stuff. But he was telling me about this self-driving, pizza-making mobile that hot in the oven, fresh out, and then a drone grabs your pizza and puts it on the front door. How freaking lazy are we getting? Number one.
We have a couple of Italian guests here that I'm sure take that idea.
Criminally, you may or may not like it, but some of the ideas that I've seen, and some of the things that are coming down are, we like to use the word disruptive. Really, they're probably helpful or making things easier. They're solving a problem, as what Alex was talking about right at the beginning, and I believe that's a beautiful way of putting it for entrepreneurs. But what are the problems that you like to see solved? What do you gravitate towards as an investor?
I think it has to be a problem worth solving. You know, I think a lot of people think they're solving a problem of significance. But if it doesn't help enough people in enough areas, you're not really solving the problem at scale. You know, I teach several entrepreneur classes around the country, and I tell a story about a company that had, it's called Juicerio. They raised millions of dollars from some of the top VCs in the country. And basically it's a way for you to juice using your app. And then they failed in 18 months because someone did a YouTube video that they could juice faster traditionally than using this $1,000 app-activated juicer. They weren't solving the problem. So I think the problem has to have relevance to enough people and significance to enough people to be a problem worth solving and worth investing in.
Yeah, and real quick, I love what you do when you do your VC fast pitch. Tell us about the concept. Tell us about what that's like for you as you're an event producer as well.
Sure. Well, it all came down to I'm a big believer, and there's obviously a lot of communication people in this room, and I learned being from New York and being an A-type personality. If you can't tell somebody what you do with some level of success in a minute, most times you're not going to get a second minute. So we put together a concept where someone pitches. We have 40 investors coming to San Francisco in November, next week actually, and we have 25 entrepreneurs that get 1 minute to impress them enough to get more time. And I think at the end of the day, because of the velocity of pitches that a lot of us see, you know, if you can't completely explain it with a level of passion, if you can't get excited about it, someone with money is not going to get excited about it. So that's really the kind of concept we put together.
Fantastic and phenomenal. Everybody, this is Scott Kelly. Never worked with this guy. I love this guy, man. Big round of applause for Scott. Thank you, Scott, so much for coming by.